if you're in the beginning stages of your fat loss journey, you're probably seeking information on ways to actually burn belly fat, stomach fat, or just reduce the overall fat percentage on your body. I'm pretty sure you ran into some stuff telling you to do more ab exercises, more sit-ups, a lot of stuff mainly telling you to focus on the workout aspect of what you do. In today's video, I'm going to give you guys my take about the truth about how to lose stomach fat, belly fat, and how fat loss really works over the long term. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Jonathan. I went from 250 to 177. I lost over 70 pounds, had to turn a gut into a six pack, and I feel like I did so one, without starving myself, and I feel like I did so in a real simplified way. So I make these videos so if you are in the process of just starting your fat loss journey, you guys have the keys and the information to go out there and crush your goals going into the next month, next year, next season, whatever it is. All right. So without further ado, when we talk about the truth about how to lose belly fat or stomach fat, it comes down to understanding this, right? So it comes down to understanding that fat loss is a process that happens over time. We can't spot train anything. So if you're Googling things, YouTubing things on how to reduce my gut, how to get rid of a gut, understand this is something that is going to take time. How body fat works: body fat is stored all over the body from head to toe, and we lose it in a predetermined manner. Most people lose it differently, right? Like for me, when I started to lose weight, it happened from the top down. So I lost it in my face, my neck, my chest, upper stomach, back to my face again, in my arms, in my wrist, and different areas like that. It didn't necessarily just come off in the areas I wanted it to. 9 times out of 10, if you're a man watching this, that lower belly, that lower stomach portion, that's gonna be the last spot to go. I'm just being real with you. It's probably gonna be the last spot to go. It's the last spot to go for most guys. So we want the belly to go right away, but that's not how it works. You think of fat loss as like you got a spoon and there's a bucket, right? As if say you got a bucket of sand and you got a tablespoon, and that bucket of sand represents your body fat. You don't take the bucket, the spoon, and scoop a little sand out and dump it out each day. That's what you're doing that, right? For the first couple of days, it's not gonna make too much of a difference because the sand is still in that bucket. But over time, that sand starts to decrease because you're scooping it out little by little, and that's how fat loss works as well too. You think of a roll of toilet paper or a roll of paper towels, you unraveling it. The core, the center core, that brown center core is your lean body mass, but everything else is just the body fat on there. So it's going to take time, just like in the house when you're using paper towels, it takes time for the roller to run out. It's going to take time for the belly fat to come off, just in the same exact fashion. So I'm saying that to say, like, if you on this fat loss journey, don't rush the process. You have to enjoy the process each step of the way, because fat loss is something that's going to take some time. I would say the truth about belly fat too is to focus on the food. A lot of times when a lot of people start out, that's how I was when I started out too, is that you want to focus so much about the workout splits and what workouts to do that you're neglecting the most important aspect, which is the food. And if you haven't seen any of my videos, I'm gonna break down, this is the only way to lose body fat, right? It comes down to 3 things, and I talk about this almost in every video, and I'm pretty much gonna say this almost in every single video. It's gonna come down to your calories. So how much food do you consume in a day? We want to consume less than our maintenance. It's going to come down to our macros. So what types of food do you eat? The proteins, the fats, and the carbs. And then the activity. What activities are you doing to burn calories? It comes down to those 3 things. But notice the activity portion is at the last in my little equation here. I put the activity last because the calories and the macros are the building blocks that's going to get us to set us up so where the activity can actually be useful. You get what I mean? So if if you're overeating or you're not consuming enough protein, when you do your activity, yes, you get some result, but you can get a whole lot better results if the first 2 are correct, okay? So what this whole channel that I exist about, this is to tell you the truth, is that the first 2 are the most important. Then the activity is like the chisel that's going to define your body when the fat falls off, okay? So understanding that's going to be the truth about all fat loss, right? If anybody's telling you anything different, they're probably not telling you the truth, or again, they're just trying to persuade you to purchase a certain program that may or may not work, okay? Now, again, I'm not saying that all coaching programs are bad and I'm the only one that's good. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you got to understand that the main building blocks is going to be the food you eat, not the gym you go to. It's the food you eat, right? So what that really means in terms of focusing on the food, we want to consume less than our daily maintenance level, right? So if my daily maintenance level, if I'm lightly active, is 2,800 calories. So I want to eat less than that. Now, here's the thing, because everybody gets all freaked out, because when I say eat less than your daily maintenance level, they think you got to consume less food. And that's not the case. You don't have to starve yourself to do this fat loss thing. But what you want to do is consume foods with more nutrition and less calories. So what does that mean? Less calories doesn't always mean less food. So I think of this, for example. This is what I've been doing recently. I talk about stuff that worked for me in the past, and I talk about stuff that I do now. So what I've been doing lately is loading up on broccoli. Okay, so I get 8 ounces of lean ground beef, and I can load up on as much broccoli as I want to, because broccoli is like it's 20 calories per like 1 cup if you get the frozen broccoli. But like 1 cup of broccoli ain't nothing, right? So you can get like 5 cups of that. You get what I mean? I can literally fill majority of my plate up with that broccoli, and then 8 ounces of ground beef. That's a lot of food. It's a lot of food, but the calorie count on it is super low. Okay, you get a frozen bag of broccoli from Walmart, like the whole bag. I think it's like 80 calories for the entire bag. You see how that's nothing versus a bag of Lay's potato chips. One serving is 150 calories. You get what I mean? So you can have more broccoli than you can potato chips. You know, you can essentially consume more food, but you're eating less calories. That's just an example of what I'm talking about. I'm not saying that is the go-to meal that you need to eat, but use examples like that. A red potato and chicken breast is less calories than eating a burger and fries. Okay, so we're having more food and it's less calories. So that's what I mean in terms of we want to eat less than our maintenance, but we don't need to starve ourselves. Now, the truth about how to lose it and what actually worked for me. Okay, it comes down to the 3 things, like I said, the calories. So I eat less than my maintenance, and then my macros. I'll make sure you get enough protein. So enough protein is, let's say, if your goal weight, if you're 250 and my goal weight was 177, I consume, let's say, 180 to 200 grams of protein, because you still want to maintain like muscle mass. You still want to have definition and stuff like that. I stuck to activity every day. And by activity, I mean I did walking every single day, 6 days a week, 7 days a week. I walked on the treadmill, 10 incline, 3.1 miles an hour. I still do it to this day. I do that for 45 minutes, 50 minutes. Reason being, just with the walking alone, it burns 450 to 500 calories just with the walking alone. Okay, I'm in a caloric deficit for my food. I'm getting enough protein, and just with the walking alone is going to burn those extra calories, which then puts me in a deeper caloric deficit, which then makes my fat loss a bit faster, and I can see results a bit faster. For the weight training exercises, because I do believe that weight training is going to be beneficial as well too, because you just don't want to be skinny. You want to have a lean athletic physique. I do full body compound movements. I said in other videos that the barbell movements are probably the best. I believe that, but I do want to clarify something. I'm not saying that I go heavy on these movements, because you don't want to injure yourself either. So you want to pick movements that you can continuously do over and over and over again. Now, if you know that a deadlift is going to hurt your back, you know what I mean, it's going to hurt your back or whatever, then if you don't do deadlifts, that's fine. If you know squats, like sometimes squats irritate me. So I don't go heavy on squats. I literally do 135 for reps. And then if I want to overload my legs, I do leg press or leg extensions. That's what I got to do. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm 35. My thing is here is longevity. I'm not trying to, hit a new PR in the gym, show out in the gym, and then blow my knees out and I can't do nothing for 4 weeks. That defeats the purpose. You get what I'm saying? So I still do barbell, like full body compound movements with the barbell. But on movements that can cause injury, that I'm injury prone to, I don't go heavy on those movements and I overload them with a machine. So I stick to full body compound movements. They maximize your time in the gym. You work more than one muscle group. And then on top of that, just enjoy the process, man. You just got to enjoy the process. You do those things in terms of staying lightly active, walking, and being in a caloric deficit, doing the full body compound movements, you guys are going to see results. So I hope this video helps. It's going to be a quick one. I just wanted to share this because I saw some other stuff on the internet and I was like, nah, man, I gotta put the voice out here about, the truth about how to lose the stomach fat and stuff like that. Because all these sit-up videos and all this other stuff, dog, it can work. It's only going to work if you're eating right. You get what I mean? It's only going to work if you're eating right. So moral of the story, food is the number one thing, the macros, and then your activity that you do. So I hope this video helps. Stay tuned for more.